for an attack, some trying to get out of the capital city, Damascus. Or if they must stay, they're stocking up on food and water. That as the Pentagon prepares for a possible strike whenever President Obama gives the word. U.S. intelligence agencies are preparing to release a report said to outline evidence that Syria's government did indeed use chemical weapons to slaughter its own citizens. Today, United Nations inspectors returned to the scene of last week's alleged chemical weapon strikes. During a previous attempt to access the sites, the UN team reported it came under sniper fire. The UN Special Envoy to Syria said today those inspectors came back with samples and spoke to witnesses, and that, quoting here, it does seem that some kind of substance, unquote, may have killed as many as 1,000 people. Syria's President Bashar al-Assad has called the accusations preposterous. In fact, the Syrian ambassador to the UN today said it's the rebels who've used chemical weapons on government forces. Listen.
Members of the Syrian army inhaled poisonous gas as a result of the use by the terrorist armed groups of chemical agents. The Syrian government is against the use of chemical weapons. By all means. This is a moral obscenity.
Quite a claim, considering U.S. officials have said only the regime and not the rebel groups even have the capability to launch such attacks. Meantime, 4 U.S. Navy warships are off the coast of Syria with their crews awaiting orders. U.S. officials say they won't launch any strike without support from our allies, something they are working right now to rally. And just about an hour ago, a State Department spokeswoman made the case that this is an issue of international law.
It's clear that Syria violated international law here. They used chemical weapons in an indiscriminate manner with respect to civilians. They have violated the general laws of war. We talked a little bit yesterday, and we can talk a little bit more about the international norms surrounding this issue.
Let's get to Jennifer Griffin. She's live for us at the Pentagon. And Jen, what are you hearing about how close the United States may or may not be to striking?
Trace, right now the Pentagon is in a watch and wait mode. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel will return from Asia late Friday. U.S. Navy warships are standing by. They are awaiting orders from the President. The President has been presented a range of options by the Pentagon. U.S. Navy destroyers and submarines are ready, but the timing of any strike now rests with the diplomats and the White House. The White House does not believe that it will get a UN Security Council resolution, and they are not waiting for permission from NATO as a large body of 28 members. They are planning to go ahead with the British, French, Turkish, and Australians.
Jennifer Griffin, live for us at the Pentagon. Jen, back to you as news breaks. Ambassador Bill Richardson on this.